On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Prescott on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Prescott. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Cowboys had 5 and 11 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go right back to Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Stafford here. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Give better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And that's good for a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Prescott looks to throw on first. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Zero. Hey, 15. Real right, 22.
Now Stafford. He'll flip this out to Evans. They find some open field here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
50-50. Monday.
Now it's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Libra! Hey, man! All right, boys, here we go.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Maggio out to punt. Oh, the return is Jones. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback gets dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
On the jet sweep, this is Eskridge.
And some room to work. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
2-2 Atwell.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Right back to Spiller on second down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott from the gun.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bobby Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Prescott down. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Out to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it, and that's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who does have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Evans.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 61 yards.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Rams. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford, and he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. 69 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Stafford. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 29.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A first down throw for Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.